Well, happy Memorial Day, River Oak. On this day of remembrance, where we remember those soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, members of our military who have paid the ultimate price with their lives for our freedom and our safety, I wanted to spend a little bit of time in Psalm 91. Psalm 91 is traditionally known as the Soldier's Psalm. It's brought comfort and encouragement to many members of the military for hundreds of years. There's countless stories of entire units praying this psalm and reciting it before going into battle during World War I and World War II. And so there's some great words of encouragement here, words for all of us who are believers and have a close relationship with the Lord. But also it's a great psalm for you to pray over those members of the military that you might know today, family members, others, that God will be their refuge, God will be their strength and their shield. So let's start with Psalm chapter 91, and we'll read verses 1 and 2 to begin. Psalm 91, 1 and 2 say, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust." This psalm describes the great confidence that any believer who has a closer relationship with the Lord can rely on, can count on. The theme of the psalm is the idea of the Lord as a sure defense, a secure defense, that we can take refuge in Him. And I love the fact that it says, my refuge, my fortress, my God. He's not just a refuge, He's our refuge. We can claim that personal promise that God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in our time of trouble and challenge and danger. And that's really the purpose, to instill great faith in the people that were reading the psalm, in the people that were praying this psalm and singing it together. So I'm going to go on and read the rest of the psalm. I just ask you to just reflect on what's being said here. I may have a few comments at the end, but for the most part today, we're just going to reflect on this psalm as we read. Starting there in verse 3, it says, "Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in the darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against even a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation." Well, just a couple of comments. Verse 7 is the first thing that always stands out to me when I read this psalm. 1,000 may stand at your side, or 10,000 may fall at your right hand, but I will protect you. What a great promise for those members of our military and for us today, that we can trust the Lord. He's our refuge. He's our strength, even in difficult times, in dangerous situations, when peril, and even in the circumstances like we're in now of uncertainty and not knowing what's coming to us. God is our refuge. He's our rock. And then as you look down a few verses later in verse 11, it says, He shall give His angels charge over you. Isn't that an incredible thought, that the sovereign God of the universe has given His angels charge over us, to watch over us, lest even our foot be dashed against the stone, that small of a detail. And then in verse 14, it is God speaking here, where He says, because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him, right? I will set him on high. God will protect us. He's there for us in trouble. God is our rock. and we can trust him. What great words as we head into this Memorial Day weekend. Hey, listen, we've got a new plan for our devotions that's going to start tomorrow morning. We'll be doing devotions on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'll describe the plan a little bit for you tomorrow morning, but we are going to be walking for 22 days for 7 weeks through Psalm 119 and focus on the importance of God's word in our lives over the next 7 weeks. Look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.